Good morning. It's Lynette from Panacea Ranch. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. So I was wondering, what do you think is the biggest lie we've ever been told? Put it down in the comments. I'm kind of afraid to ask you this question, but what do you think is the biggest lie we've ever been told? Pause the video if you need time to put it down there before I tell you. Because I want to tell you that the biggest lie we've ever been told is that we are separate. Separation. Separate from each other, separate from God, separate from planet Earth, separate from all the planets, separate from the universe, separate from other universes, galaxies, everything. Separate. All separate. We're not. We are all swimming in the big pool of what is. And is it all imagination? I don't know, but it could be. And you know, there's a lot of people out there, and one of the biggest reasons that we've been taught this lie is that divide and conquer is so much easier than just conquering. Don't let them divide and conquer you. Whoever that is, whoever the people are that are trying to divide and conquer, and some people are trying to divide and conquer because they don't know about the lie. And they think that they're good and some other things and people are bad. And that's all perception. It's true on some level, but when you back way out as far as you can imagine backing out, and you look at the big whole picture, that separation isn't real, and it's not relevant to who we are. And I believe that a lot of people are waking up every day more and more because other people are speaking out about this, and they're finding it, and they're seeing it, and sometimes they're like, nah, that can't be. That's not true. I don't see any evidence of that. And then it stays in the back of their mind, and they go on living their life separate from everything and everyone around them. And then it comes back, pokes them right here, says, excuse me, and it tells them again. And they're like, yeah, I don't think so. You know, but as it keeps coming up and more people talk about the different ways that we could look at that to make it so, they start thinking, maybe they're right, or maybe they decided to try and look at it from that perspective and they backed way out. You know, there's macro and micro. No matter how far scientists have gone to look inside, to look at the cells and the nucleus and whatever, you know. And you'll never find the end of it because they keep creating microscopes that can look further and further in. And when they use telescopes and observers that they send out, rovers and satellites and everything, and I can't remember the names of them, but they send them out to look far in the outer stretches of what is. They keep thinking they're finding the end, and then someone creates something more powerful and they see beyond that, and guess what? There's something beyond that. There is no end because it's a big torus. Everything has this energy torus that's like a donut, and it's like in the Simpsons movie. That like blew me away when I saw that in the Simpsons movie. And you know, they would predict and tell the truth, you know, in some form or fashion. They relate it to us in something we can understand. But even in the first Simpsons movie, you know, when Homer, I don't know what, he went through a portal or vortex or something, and he saw the vortex, and I think he got caught in it or something. And so like even our bodies, the energy around our bodies is a torus. And if flows, the energy flows in and out and around and back up and out and around and back up and around and everything. And the same thing happens with each planet, has that same energy shape. And the universe and every living thing has energy. Even things that aren't alive, like rocks and chairs and cars and watches. If you looked at them with the most powerful microscope that you could find, you would see molecules and all that just vibrating, just energy. You would see energy moving around. And it vibrates at a certain level that holds it together. And we created that. We manifested that. Just as we manifest ourselves and everything we see and experience. So, I just want you to chew on that for a while. And I want you to see if you can find, instead of finding the differences that rub you the wrong way with people and things and happenings, experiences, instead of looking at that, when you notice that you're seeing the difference, especially if it irritates you, look and see. Look as deeply as you can and see if you can find commonality. See if you can find commonality with that human being, that animal, that situation. What can you find? You know, one thing I do know that we all have in common is we all want to be loved. You know, I learned that. Well, I didn't learn it, but I heard that from Lenny Kravitz, you know, in the lyrics of, I think, more than one of his songs, you know. I love his song, Believe. Go check out the lyrics to that. But anyway, I'm rambling on, kind of getting off topic. Not really, because it's all one. Especially everything I've been saying is all connected. But yeah, go out there and see if you can do that. See if you can practice that. You might be surprised at what happens to your worldview. Okay? So remember, it's a lie that we're separate. I am you, you are me. Why is that such a mystery? And that's part of the lyrics. Go check it out. All right? I love you, and I hope that you are finding the good in yourself and the good in others, because it exists. Be a scientist, be an explorer. Go look for it. Make it happen. Bye.